This section of the ABCs of Instructional Design focuses on the implementation stage of the ADDIE instructional design process. Using the ADDIE model, you begin by focusing on the learner. Next, you determine what the learner should know and understand as a result of completing your lessons. Then you develop your instructional materials. And in Stage 4, you deliver your instruction. In a virtual learning environment, what does delivery of instruction actually look like? Let's imagine that your online course has been completely developed. The various components, course content, discussions, assignments, assessment tasks, presentations, and videos have all been posted in a learning management system. At this point, the course is ready for students, and the primary goal is to keep those students engaged in active learning. But what does active learning look like? Students sharing their thoughts and feelings as it relates to the subject matter with other students, as well as with the instructor. In a virtual learning environment, you can see this in their writing assignments and discussion posts. Students participating in cooperative activities and collaborating to produce projects that are beyond what they would be able to produce in isolation. This type of interaction can be facilitated by giving students the opportunity to demonstrate understanding by completing real-life performance tasks. Tasks that require problem solving and analysis beyond an isolated unit of study. Whether right or wrong, students are often convinced that what they're studying in school has very little relevance to real life. Consequently, the Understanding by Design model encourages instructional designers to focus on several key elements when designing real-world performance tasks. In their literature, they refer to these elements by the acronym GRASPS. What is the ultimate goal of the performance task? In the instructions, is the problem to be solved or the challenge to be met fully explained to the students? What roles do the students have to take on to meet the challenge? Are they performing tasks that professionals in a particular field would perform in a real-life setting? Is there a specified audience for the tangible product or performance the students are expected to produce? In other words, in real life, who values this product or service? This is important because it's difficult to produce for an audience without taking into consideration the characteristics of that audience. Has the setting been described sufficiently? Can the students truly envision a real-world setting? Have the characteristics of the product or performance the students are expected to produce been clearly defined? Are the expectations regarding the standards, how the product or performance will be assessed, clearly defined in a rubric for students to reference as they complete the task? A virtual learning environment presents unique challenges to implementing instructional strategies. You will need to give great consideration to presentation of new concepts. Presenting ideas without the benefit of immediately seeing the students' reactions. Just like with entertainers, teachers often feed off the response of the students. In a virtual learning environment, you won't have the luxury of seeing facial expressions or body gestures. There are many different philosophies regarding just how much instructors should be involved in virtual discussion. But one thing's for sure, they should probably be just as involved as they would be in a face-to-face setting. Managing cooperative group activities is a challenge in a face-to-face setting, and there's no reason for us to think that it's any less challenging in a virtual learning environment. Nevertheless, challenges and all, it's a valuable instructional strategy. Online students often need to be more disciplined than students in a face-to-face setting. They're often confused about just how much time they need to invest in a course in order to be successful. To help students remain focused, engaged, and on task, timely feedback becomes very important. For more in-depth information, please review the additional resources. If you have questions regarding any of the course content, please don't hesitate to ask them in the Instructional Designers discussion forum. Chat with you soon.